Yo, you know this how we always gonna come in. It's your boy Arch and much love. Gotta let y'all know that each and every day. So you feel me? I hope y'all having a good one, you feel me, before I even jump into it. And if y'all not, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's still early, man. It'll turn around, you know what I'm saying? Don't give up. It's the beginning of the day. So from what I was, piggybacking off the last, I can't drop off 8th grade like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I wasn't really in that state of mind where I wanted to address none of that, you feel me? So, and to be honest, I didn't. This is what I'm going to say to everybody. When it comes to certain problems and issues and feelings, you probably shouldn't, cover them up. Because once you do that, now, like, I know it's living in there. I know I get angry quick and all this stuff. But instead of me focusing on dealing with that, I was focused on the women. I was focused on sports. I was basically just trying to put that away and be like, whatever, like, I'm gonna forget about it, I guess you could say. So yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it don't really work like that, you feel me? So, but back to the 8th grade. So in 8th grade, this, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep it rolling on the 8th grade, because there's a couple more things that really, popped out and stood out in 8th grade that we kind of indulged in, you feel me? That wasn't on the whole over-sexualization, you feel me? I think y'all get the picture on that. But I told you we had a decent well, I don't know if I let y'all know, but we had a decent basketball team. So I remember we took an L, and everybody, like, I want to just say the more kids that was just, I don't want to call them, like, we just was having fun, you feel me? So mostly all the kids ran out there. I think they was playing Apollo too, I'm not sure. And they, we started patching the team that won, you feel me? And them boys ran on the bus, and a lot of people got in trouble for that. But like I told you, we was young and dumb, just having fun, you feel me? But that's another memory, you feel me, we had from Renaissance that was crazy, you feel me? Like, super, super dope and fun for me, because like I told you, we was just living life, like, no limitations. We gonna do what we want, and kind of like not trying to hurt people though, you feel me? Because me personally, I probably popped off on one kid, you feel me? Some people was, doing more, trying to slam them so they could really get it in, but I just popped, like, and I wasn't trying to drop them or nothing, just like, boop, man, forget y'all, you feel me? So little, you know what I'm saying, little, if that was that, see, and that was more one of them times where I told you, like, I didn't really care to be involved in none of that, you feel me? I played basketball, and I was pretty decent, like, in the streets and stuff like that, but I was more on that football vibe, so that wasn't something that really, and for Renaissance, like, pride and all that, nah, we just did it just to be little jerks. Let's be honest with each other, like, it wasn't about no pride or nothing. And I partook in it, not even because I cared, it was just because my homies, you know what I'm saying, they was in it, so whatever, let me go. So that's what I was telling y'all about a little bit, like, some of the things I feel like I did in the past, I didn't care for it, and I don't even think it was me, but it was just like, it fit the description, let's do it. So that was another one of them little things, you feel me, in 8th grade that we did that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, to me, wasn't the best. And also in 8th grade, I don't know why, and Renaissance was when kids started thinking, you know what I'm saying, they was Bloods and Crips and stuff like that, you feel what I'm saying? Like, this another issue I think, you know what I'm saying, we got in the neighborhood here and there is this gang stuff, you feel me, ain't the same how it was originated, you feel me? But I'm not here to educate y'all on being in no gang, period, you feel me? How I feel about it, you your own man, you feel me? You shouldn't have to rely on a group of men to protect you. And if you do, that means you probably out here doing stuff you don't need to be doing. So you need to reevaluate how you're moving. But anyway, we had a big fight one night after, I think it was after the dance, to be honest with you, you feel me? Like, and this was on some, like, this what I'm telling you is wild, because I wasn't in no gang, like, that wasn't my thing. But I knew a lot of people that was, like, younger kids, we hung out with, that partook in that, you feel me? Even some of my homies, you feel me? So it was one time we had a big brawl after, you feel me, Renaissance, after a dance, you feel me? And it was a bunch of the older kids, you feel me, that came, the high school kids, and it was mostly us, you know what I'm saying, we the 8th graders, so we the older kids, and some of the 7th, like, it was basically all the dudes that was banging, that, you know what I'm saying, whatever they was banging back then, against the older dudes, You know what I'm saying? Because they done jumped somebody from their clique earlier that day or whatnot, whatever, you feel me? Something I really, like I told you, that was in my thing, so I don't really care. So, but my homie, I was kind of close to, he partook in that, you feel me? And then a couple of them older boys had now, you know, went at that boy, so I had to get in that. And I'm going to be honest, like, this what I'm telling you, like, the whole slap boxing thing was, you know what I'm saying, to me, because these dudes 17, 18, you know what I'm saying, these older dudes, and we over there getting with them, you feel me? Because I told you, man, like, fearless, you feel me, in your mind when you really going at certain situations and certain things. Like, if you do it with all your heart and you ain't got no fear and you know you could do it, you feel me? Man, ain't nobody finna stop you feel me? So we was shorties out there, and I just got involved with that whole gang thing because my homie was, you feel me, he was holding his own, then another one came and slammed me, you feel me? And then, you know what I'm saying, his other homies, some of them was winning, some of them was losing, but I didn't care about none of them. That's my dog, so now I got to get involved in. But yeah, that was you know what I'm saying, that made me also know, you know, I got some hands, you feel me, beyond the slap boxing. It wasn't just by pap, 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 you know what I'm saying, I could really throw them down. So now, like I told y'all already, every time I'm learning, like I said, it's not like the best measure of life, period, but every time I'm seeing that I'm better than somebody at something or in something, I'm just getting juiced up mentally, just like, and like I told you, like, the asthma there, but I'm not, this before I went really, really hard on the sport. So while I'm doing it and Optimist and stuff like that, I learned the whole lot. So it was like, I needed it in Optimist and stuff, but I want to make my own video on, you know, I want me and my Optimist to have his own little section, you feel me? Because there's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that came through, supported your boy, you know what I'm saying, especially in that era in my life, you feel me? But mostly why I only talk about my homies, I say some female names, but not many, because you know how the world is. Like, that was when I was younger, so a lot of them might be in relationships or married or something like that, and I'm not really here for that, you feel me? The fact of the matter is, if they never told you anything like that, you feel me, I'm not gonna be the one to, you know, I'm straight, you feel me? So it is what it is, and to be honest, I'm not really here telling y'all my story for all that. So back to 8th grade, you feel me? Another, I want to say, like, key thing for me when I was going through all of that had to be hands down just the people I met, you feel me? Like, them, to be honest, them, I want to say most of them was who I rode with for a few years, you feel me? Maybe even, I just want to say we kind of met in 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, here and there. Most of them, you feel me? But then whole new, you know what I'm saying, was like at high school. So we ain't even gonna talk about high school yet, because the summer of 8th grade, you know what I'm saying, going into 9th grade, and I mean, I don't know if it's summer or whatever, beginning of the new school year, that, you know what I'm saying, was something, you know what I'm saying, like I'm telling you, in 8th grade, my older brother was on mission, like leaving, going far. We was more on, we stayed like in the middle, I want to say Pear Club, so we wasn't really on way on the east side, nor was we on the west side, but we used to make them missions out to the west side, because, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, them girls, they had big cribs, people never home, and they used to be like, come through, and like a fridge always full, you feel me? It was a vibe, like, it was something that you had to experience, you feel me? And it was nothing but love. Like, that's why I liked it, because back then we was getting more curious, like I'm telling you, and learning and seeing different things. But, you know what I'm saying, some of us was out here, you know what I'm saying, experimenting and getting it in, while others was just, you know, chilling, you feel me? So some of my dogs they was out here, like, when we going on these missions, them boys trying to smack, them boys ain't like, and don't get me wrong, like I told you, like, this me getting introduced to it, and look, I ain't even say, like, when we was younger, me and my brothers, not even too much younger, maybe like a year or two before, like, Renaissance, we had seen, like, this VHS days, we seen, we got a tape and ain't had no stick on it, you feel me? So we put that whole, you know what I'm saying, put it in. We watched it for about 2 minutes. I ain't gonna say who said it, you feel me, but one of us was like, boy, is that 2 cows? And look, the fact that we were so confused, we just cut it off, you feel me? It just was motion, and we like, is that 2 cows? But this was, you know what I'm saying, light-skinned people, you know what I'm saying, a flick from nice, like, chubby light skin. Don't ask me why I was, you feel me, even in the crib. Don't know, don't care. But it was funny, you feel me? So that's how you know what I'm saying. We seen it, but like I told you, we ain't know what that was. So that's why, like I'm telling you, like, we probably need to go back to that time where it's a lot more pure, you know what I'm saying? Take these phones out of all our kids' hands since, you know what I'm saying? Look, this just my personal outlook on things, right, when it comes to kids being exposed right now. I feel like we need to go back to just having conversations with kids, real conversations. We need to go back to teaching them skills where you got to sit down and show them time after time where, you know what I'm saying, this how you got to do it, or that's how you got to do it. I feel like we got to go back to, you know what I'm saying, having game nights. Got to go back to, you know what I'm saying, sitting down at a dinner table, eating with the family, so we all get to talk about our day, you feel me? Whether you want to tell people or not, at least you got the option, you feel me? We just need to go back to moving a lot different. Like, you don't never remember growing up, and that, like, that's something that I, look, see, y'all young generation never heard this, but like, the older generation, when I was coming up, would scream and preach to you that the TV was an idiot box. They would tell you that, you know what I'm saying, primarily it is making you dumb. And like, we kids and we like, what? How the TV making us dumb? Like, none of us really understood, but at, you know, in certain people's crib, with grannies, and man, at a certain time that TV off. Ain't no just sitting there all day watching TV. Nah, you gonna get up, you gonna do something, you feel me? We had played tons of, like, I don't even hear card games, dominoes. Like, that's from me and my childhood and mine, you know what I'm saying? That's why I say when I talk about my family, like, we played games and all that stuff. So I'm saying we gotta take it back to something like, something simple. Even if y'all wanna watch movies, just make it movies you can explain to your shorties, because I feel like a lot of movies these days give you a little bit of true and a whole lot of false. So if you watching it and you watching it with kids and they don't understand, you got to be there to kind of explain it to them instead of them trying to go off and figure it out on their own. So if it's a movie that you can't even really explain, that's not a movie you should, or anything like that's gonna give them nightmares. And that's another thing, like, y'all, man, watch what y'all kids watching, man. I know y'all rather not have conversations with them and rather just sit them down in front of the TV or give them the phone or the tablet and just let them do their thing. But like, pick their brain, like, figure out what's going on up there, you feel me? Because the more they just taking in all this information with no kind of filter, you don't know what's going on up there at all. And then when they get older, they be so confused and want to, you know what I'm saying, explore different sexualities and different degrading things or harmful things or negative things. You look confused, like, I don't know what happened. No, I could tell you what happened. You didn't spend enough time talking to your kids. You ain't spend enough time, you know what I'm saying, nurturing this child. That's what we done moved away from that. And it, like, I know we in 8th grade right now, and I already told you, I summed it up kind of for how I wanted to end it, you feel me, before it rained. So this me just going on to how we gotta be better and we gotta do better. I ain't above none of y'all. We all the same, every last one of us. That's why I don't talk about race. Like, I know a lot of black people be getting that slack from me, like, bro, what, da-da-da. But like I told you a few years back, I was just as deep as into, you know what I'm saying, the whole race thing as everybody else. But I realized now or less it's more about black and white. So once we move away from that, because number one, we not black, we different shades of brown, and number two, they not white, they pale. So like, them words alone is what got us still going back and forth and got us still in this foolishness. Like, man, look, if y'all ain't really see a pattern in it yet, this why they say, you know what I'm saying, the lack of knowledge destroy, you know what I'm saying, my people. And when I say my people, I'm talking about everybody on this earth. If y'all understand how the opposition move, then you'll know what to stay away from. You get what I'm saying? But y'all don't really care to do no kind of research, because y'all love everything being able to be, you know, quickly accessible to y'all. Like, bam. Y'all don't want to do no kind of work to figure out, you know, what certain things take, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just me telling y'all, like, from what I pick up, one, from life, and two, from reading, you know what I'm saying, reading my Bible and Elohim, you know what I'm saying, guiding me to this. Just letting y'all know, like, at this point, like, I'm a little sad that we had all this time, you feel me, during this, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever they really doing or whatever they did, I could get my opinions on that, but No point. You know, they showed us that we supposed to be more dependent. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to know how to do more things for ourselves. But instead, what I see is just everybody begging for more money, begging for more handouts, not understanding that they pushing themselves further and further into slavery and into debt. Because now, you see all this money and like, even with the stock market, I don't like to talk, like, I don't participate too much no more. Like, I got stocks, I'm about to just sell them all, you feel me, and just sit back. I'm like, I don't know. I'm about to just, even with this YouTube, right, this whole thing, I can't tell y'all I'm finna keep doing it. That's why I made sure it wasn't no schedule, because I'm gonna let y'all know whatever he need me to let y'all know, and then when it get to that point for me to, you know what I'm saying, go off and do what I need to do, I'm just finna go off, you feel me, because, you know, I'm here to spread my little message and my story, you feel me. Some people gonna get it, some people not, and that's just what it is. So, all in all, you feel me, from the 8th grade until the end of this, the end of this is just really on me trying to preach on us trying to be better, us trying to do better, giving everybody a kind of an idea of where we could start at, you feel me, because everybody know what the problems is in the world, this and that, but not a lot of people really want to talk about the solutions. But to me, the solutions are simple, you feel me. Like, we just got to move away from that black and white thing. Yeah, they did, listen, they did a lot of green things. That's why the only way we'll ever be able to take over how they did is if we beat them. And we're not talking about the ones that's, you know, living now. Some of them was raised into that hatred, but we talking more about the old, you know what I'm saying, old days. We ain't talking about right now. So if we wanted to, think about it for a second. If we wanted to, as a race, everything we know, and if we, like, that's why another thing with the knowledge, everything you know, you might not know, if we built and created most of the stuff you see, most of the stuff we do, we got the knowledge, we know how. That's why I keep preaching skills. At any point in time, you could just leave and create your own thing. And it don't have to be nothing like how we was raised. Like, it don't have to be with the whole, you know, the city structure. It could be something, you know, back pure, something back to, you know what I'm saying, we honing skills and we doing it for each other, like a village type vibe. Like, we could simply go back to that, but people not really trying to hear that, or people not gonna want to do that because they comfortable with their electronics. They comfortable, and you can have electronics out there, but what I'm saying is that'll defeat the purpose a little bit. Like, I like the world and everything like that, but y'all don't understand how much surveillance and how much of y'all privacy y'all giving up. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, when the each is on, some of y'all don't really care. But like I told you, I got a shorty out here, so I gotta navigate where he ain't never gonna be out here being used and being trapped in this world, you feel me? And that's already a task on his own. So I'm trying to preach it to y'all too. So the more people out here actually trying to use their brains and, you feel me, trying to figure out a way that we don't have to really be a part of this system. That's what I'm telling you. Like, that's the whole giddy up I'm getting, like, trying to point to y'all, like, when I talk about solutions. And, you know what I'm saying, if we some people got millions of dollars, millions and millions of dollars. And another thing with the black thing, yeah, like, not everybody actually a slave that came, you know, from Africa. If y'all really want to know the names of the families and who came from Africa, just do some research and you can figure it out. Like, most of the people that's of my skin color, you know what I'm saying, Aborigine, like, we was already here. This basically our land, and you just gotta kind of prove it to get any kind of rights out here. But that's, to me, that's straight foolishness, and that's the whole point of them destroying, you know what I'm saying, our history. Is so it's super difficult for you to really figure, and look, if you got money, you could buy certain documents that you need to prove it. But like I'm telling you, man, for the average person like me and you, like, I ain't going through all that, you feel me? All I need to know is that this was, you feel me? And look, so y'all know, my mom's from Turks and Caicos. That's a whole different, you know what I'm saying, tribe, but they came over here. And look, that's another thing. We got to go back to tribe. That's why that race thing's so potent right now, is that if we knew what tribes we belong to, we wouldn't be calling each other black and white and, you know what I'm saying, all these other terms that's supposed to identify skin color. When, if anything, I don't care too much for your surname. That's why, like, your last name, I don't know how true that is to our, you know what I'm saying, who we are. So that's why I say tribe name. At least if we could all, in my family, your family, all our families could You know what I'm saying? Go back to something simple like this, our tribe name. Then we don't have to worry about black and white. But like I told you, these different little things that just come into my mind where if we're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, race, it's simple to move past it. That's why I've been moved past it, because like I told you, when I was young, I met a lot of nasty, you know what I'm saying, a lot of nasty light-skinned folk. Hey, you know, like I told you, young black man, young dark skin, man, I could say, you know what I'm saying, Niji and all that, but I don't know if y'all know what that is, so we ain't gonna go through all that. If y'all don't, you know, do some research, find out what that is, but I think we all know what Aborigine is, so we all understand that, and if you don't, look that up too. That's just people native to the land. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Native Americans, we know mostly $5 Indians, and y'all can look that up too, but that's what I'm telling you, like, once you understand certain things, now you're not so gung-ho on this race war, like, that's just more programming, you feel me? Like, this just more stalling and for them basically setting up whatever they need to set up, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't even behind closed doors no more, because y'all don't care. Y'all don't, you know, y'all done got cool with all the wicked things in this world, so they don't have to hide nothing that they do no more. They do it all in broad daylight. And a lot of y'all females not gonna like when I say this, but man, come on, look at all this wicked stuff Beyonce be doing, you feel me? Y'all just pay attention. That's why I say, if y'all know how, if y'all understand the enemy, you feel me? Find out about symbolism, y'all know what I'm saying? Like, find out what certain things mean. You know what I'm saying? Even if, look, this is the main thing I need y'all to hear me say when I say this. Even if you might not use it in the way that it was designed for that. So no matter which way you try to flip it, flop it, turn it, it's gonna mean that to the end of time. So symbolism is like one of them things where you really, that's why religion, I told y'all, it's really simple. Everybody try to make it super deep, super, you know, complicated to confuse you. It's really simple, man. You read your Bible, that's everything that happened before Yahshua touched this earth, you feel me? From there on, the New Testament, you're gonna highlight when he was here and everything that he did. And you go, you know what I'm saying, I want to say focus on like the Sermon on the Mount and things like that, you feel me? Then after he died, once they crucified him, the whole nine, they would even show you like this wasn't that long ago. This was during what? Roman times, you feel me? Like, if y'all ain't know. So they crucified him, and then what you got? Revelations that's talking about primarily the days we in now. That's why I'm like, if anything, with this whole pandemic thing, I figured a lot of people would have wanted to, you know, pick up their Bible, would want to, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on, but instead, we just got deeper and deeper. Well, not we, because this is something I got to step away from the masses with. I'm not going deep into that. I don't watch sports. Like, a lot of my brothers and my sisters, y'all know me for coming up in sports and all that, but I don't watch sports, period. If you want to play some sports, we can do that all day. I'm for the exercise 100-fold. But if we watching it, that's not my thing, you feel me? And it's only because we all know that it's rigged, you feel me? Number two, politics. Can y'all please stop the madness? Y'all like, some of y'all I expect more out of, you feel me? That be talking about the movement and all that, you feel me? And I only expect more out of y'all because y'all know, like, was I the only person, like, I voting, I leave that to y'all. Was I the only person though that didn't pay attention, 2016 when Hillary clearly won the population, like, our vote? Who won presidency? That doesn't matter. Did y'all forget this already? It ain't been that many years. I know a lot of stuff been happening, but yo, this is why you gotta remember your past, so you just make sure you don't repeat it in your present or in your future. This is why it's essential for y'all to read the Bible, because the Bible is the Old Testament is basically, like I was telling y'all, like, his chosen people, why they was just screwing up, and him showing the world, everybody, who Elohim really is. You feel me? And then the New Testament is him sharing that with everybody, because his chosen people rather be a part of this government, like what we doing right. Not like I told you, I gotta step away from this. I'ma say we, screw it. What we doing right now, we couldn't wait for everything to open back up to run back out and do the same thing we've been doing. Not me. Like I'm talking with y'all because I'm no better than y'all. You my brother, you my sister, it don't matter. But I'm saying I don't do this because I don't watch TV per se. I don't watch movies. I don't play video games. You get what I'm saying? Right now, I got a little, you know what I'm saying, I be writing. You know, I do my little thing on the website. I'm doing the YouTube videos now. I be gardening and planting, you know what I'm saying? I show them on my little Facebook page every once in a while. So I'm moving back in a place where if tomorrow the government said, hey, the only way you're gonna be able to buy is if, you know what I'm saying, that I don't know what this whole chip thing gonna be about. I don't really care. That's why I'm already preparing myself to move without the government. You feel me? If anybody know me, my aspirations go as far as having my own land or being able to grow my own crop out there ducked off in the wild. That's gonna be hemp. You feel me? And it's only gonna be hemp because I could do so much with hemp. Then I could really be more self-sufficient than, you know what I'm saying, the average of most. And once I'm able to do that and be able to actually learn how to take it back to the, you know what I'm saying, the land, I'm already doing it with the crops now. But as far as with clothes and hempcrete and stuff like that, then I could try to start building something for my people to actually give, you know what I'm saying, the true followers of the Most High and Elohim a place where if they want to, they don't have to be exposed, you know what I'm saying, to the you know what I'm saying, this whole government system and all that, you know what I'm saying, especially when they promote this whole one world government thing to y'all that, you know what I'm saying, they've been setting up for years. And a lot of people think it already happened, but it ain't happened like how y'all might, you know, don't worry. But I'm just trying to say, I hope y'all make the right decision when that time do come, when you gotta, you know what I'm saying, pick between money and your freedom. And I'm trying to prepare myself now and my people that actually understand what I'm saying. Some of y'all need to start preparing for freedom. And that's why a lot of y'all boys geared up on guns and all that, and I get it. It make a lot of sense, you feel me? But for me personally, in my path and my little walk that I'm walking, you know, firearms ain't really gonna help me none, you feel me? So that's why I ain't, you know, that ain't me. But yeah, man, like today, right now, you know, I summed up my 8th grade. I'm happy I came back to see that. But this one more like on the heavier side because this all the things I need us to start thinking about, man. Y'all don't hear me, man, and I ain't even preaching. I'm finna preach now at the end of it because I preach in the middle a little bit, you feel me? That's just so y'all, I need y'all to do your own research so y'all can figure these things out on your own. Because this is what I had to do to figure them out. And this is when you can actually start building a relationship with, you know what I'm saying, the Most High and Yahshua. So that's why I tell y'all to read it and do it yourself. I can sit here and talk about all the things that bounce around in my head that he basically tells, but I think certain things he pick out more than other things because you got to make that connection on your own, you feel me? You got to want to make that connection. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, you feel me? So back to, you know what I'm saying, something I want to leave y'all with, like on this like, to me, on some deep stuff, you feel me? I talked about death, you know what I'm saying, with my mom and coping with it and all that, you feel me, a little bit. So my question would be, I made a post and I asked everybody, like, I ain't asked them what I did, and it was actually amazing for me is, I told everybody I was going, you feel me, pray for them. And I was going to pray for them to get, at least not to get, but to reveal their abilities that they may already have but don't know they have. And for the people that may have knew, like, had their abilities and knew they had their abilities that wasted it and just let it go to rot, that they get them back. And then I asked the world, like, if this was to come to fruition, like, if this was to come to be, how many of y'all would be ready to use your abilities for good, to use your powers, your talent, everything for just pure good? But you know, that was just something I said to them, but it was primarily because I needed to start, like, moving different now, because nobody know, and like, nobody, I keep stressing this because a lot of people take life like for a game or for a joke, and a lot of people think either hell ain't real or they, you know what I'm saying, everybody get to go to heaven. And I'm trying to just get this in everybody's head, that I keep talking about living right and doing right and being right, one, because that's the words number one of the Most High. So that's like the easiest way I can explain that. But number two, I primarily do it because if you was to go tomorrow, where would you end up? Heaven and hell. That's the question. So I'm trying to get everybody mentally prepared right now, this very moment, to start moving differently, start doing things differently, because we don't know. We could have another 1,000 years, you know what I'm saying? We could have another. I'm not here to tell y'all when it's gonna happen, because I don't know. You get like, I would never try to speak on stuff like that. But what I'm telling y'all is, I could urge y'all to be prepared for when it do happen. So we're gonna sum that up, you know what I'm saying? This one of the heavier hitter ones, you know what I'm saying? And I love every last one of y'all that made it to, you know what I'm saying, the end of this one, because this one of them things that I really need y'all to share. Like, I usually don't care too much if you share it and like it and stuff like that, but this one of the ones I need y'all to share, because I don't want to lose, you know what I'm saying, my brothers and my sisters, especially the people that I know and the people that I don't know that, you know what I'm saying, that might be lukewarm, that might be like, I don't know, I should, maybe. I'm trying to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, you gotta make a decision, you feel me? And the sooner you make a decision, the better. But much love, y'all already know, man. Hey, beautiful day, man. I always love y'all, man, and it's always real. Yo, till next time.